thinking like a more of a manual labor kind of thing. Who works like in a one of these big DHL or one of these warehouse like logistics warehouse, this huge warehouse which is like outside of town for just shipping packets to and from. So working in like truck driving and
loading
stuff. Yeah, exactly. Loading stuff into containers and like doing some logistics works, but a lot of it is pretty like manual labor. Working with that, and of course, then we'll have to so in his, I'm thinking this is a guy in his spare time he writes music. He's got this YouTube channel where he does a bit of he has a guitar and he sings a bit, and he's like got like 300 followers or something. And sort of mostly does it as a hobby to kick back, and he doesn't really he likes to think about having a music career, but it's not really it's not really a thing that he would pursue.
Right. The spare time.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's just a hobby. Right. Let's see. A person that really matters.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide kind of which way to go with that. Is it sort of a symbolic person or a past person? I mean, it could be any of these. So I know that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, or is it somebody who's relatively front and center in her life that she, devotes time to thinking about or dealing with?
Yeah.
It's a good question for me. I'm still wondering.
I'm in the friend zone with a waitress at this diner. So we're really good friends. We've known each other for a long time, and it's sort of there is romantic interest from my side, but it's just never gone anywhere. But we're really good friends, and I mean that's nice too.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's no problem. I like the guilty pleasure question. That's a fun question.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Yeah, but you're working on it yourself, wondering what it is. Okay.
Let's see. Else do we have?
What was the one about being special, or the special?
Yeah. What do
right?
others find special with you?
Well, I'm afraid I'm kind of I'm almost making up a overly revealing. I had not really thought of this person before. It's not like I'm translating anyone into this, but I will say that she's adding up into almost a bit of a fantasy, version. Right. So I'm beginning to say, wow, I'm like falling in love with this person. Maybe I should put in a couple of flaws, but what other people find special is that for somebody who, if not a celebrity in the global sense, at least is noted and regarded by appreciative people and is, according to many people, it's the essence of success to have done something creative and then be able to live off it without working too hard. But she's completely unpretentious. It doesn't
very approachable.
There's never speaks down to anybody and is never never explains music to anyone. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's what people who know her find special about her, is that it's real easy to be around her. So you can even appreciate like her music, and she isn't going to like own it in the conversation. I mean, she isn't going to start telling you about how you should like it or something like that. So
I'm thinking in what is most remarkable in my appearance is going to be I want to say he's had an accident of some kind.
Okay.
So he's got I don't know, like missing a leg, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's got like a prosthetic leg.
Like the lower leg, maybe?
Like the lower leg, yeah.
Yeah.
From including the knee. So he's got the thigh going on. And you
probably
can see
some
it,
sort of articulating thing right there.
And you can see it in the face as well. He's got like a scar on the side of his face, which is quite visible. Right. And
from an American point of view, prosthetics in Sweden are so normalized that it's not. There's a complete, kind of a complete acceptance, complete normalization. If the person is not considered disfigured,
right?
Maybe a little, maybe inconvenienced. I mean, it sounds bad to say just inconvenience, but it's treated like it's not. Oh, you poor man.
Right.
So, let's see here.
So yeah, my guilty pleasure is gonna be straight up pot. Yeah, he's a pot smoker. And
I think that the person that she values is going probably. You know what? It's going to be also a friend who's in the U.S. Who never did make it, whose music never took off, but she always liked it, right? So, so it's somebody she keeps an eye on and keeps in track of and makes sure to stay in touch with and stuff like that.
All right, that's nice. Yeah. I think that's enough, right?
Yeah, I don't really like the adjectives. No. I don't really want to do any adjectives.
Me neither.
And what she values anyway seems to be pretty implicit. There's something else that I put in, which is spare time, which is it's a little bit flaky, sort of the peace and spirit. Meditations, yoga, aromatherapy, it's the sort of one step into the flaky side of that.
Bit new agey,
but not new agey, right? Like, not enough to listen to the music,
right?
Enough is enough, right? But
and not like full on crystal healing stuff.
But she likes she does all the she likes the yoga and she likes the. You can't really tell if she just feels good and so she says it's spiritual or not. Maybe,
And maybe it doesn't really matter.
Right. Well, that's what she would say.
Yeah. All right. The final question is actually, what is your relationship with the other with the other fleshy envelopes?
Yes. The way that I see it, anyway. Obviously, she doesn't really live there, but she'll spend a fair amount of time there, and in Sweden every so often, and then she'll go to this diner as a matter of habit. And I think that they probably met a while ago.
Yeah.
And so it's at least a happy coincidence when they're there at the same time.
Yeah.
But but it's not as though they write each other letters and set up a time, to make sure to see each other. But they know each other from going there, probably listening to the music.
Yeah.
She likes to write. Yeah, she likes to write letters to her friend or someone or people.
And some time ago, we were the only two people in the diner and just struck up a conversation.
Right. Yeah. Good enough.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Then we will both choose a quest for our characters. This is an objective which will serve as a guide during the session. this is says it's a volition of accomplishment that projects itself through time. That's the quest. But it's basically.
You understand that sounds like complete
Yeah.
blither. Sorry.
But basically, yeah.
Sure, there's a better way to put that.
Yeah, probably it's. But the basic thing here is it's something that we want to accomplish, but it's not going to happen in this session. Like that is a given.
Oh, okay,
It's something we want to happen, but that's not what this is about.
Well.
So we can talk about it. We can like. But you're not.
Being
You might
obvious.
get a bit closer to it, but it's not gonna.
Well, it could be a little too obvious to get your character together with the waitress, or to at least close the door on that particular thing. Because given, I'm thinking she's the kind of person that can see through his bullshit like that. And so when he says things like, but it's great.
But it's great. It's fine.
You can kind of see her going, I just listened to 10 country and western songs that were all about that. Right. So maybe her thing is not necessarily to do a matchmaker thing, but I could see that projecting this consciousness through time, that she could say, maybe it's better if that whole thing gets resolved one way or the other.
Right. So you mean that's her quest?
No, well, what I was thinking more, it's together, right?
No. It's
individual.
It's individual. So I think it makes.
Because I was thinking of some sort of shared thing, but okay, go on.
Yeah, because I think it would be a good quest for me because I like. Because that makes it explicit that it's
unstable.
And that it's not going to happen in the session, as well.
Right,
it's not going to be resolved, which I kind of like.
Closure on.
Yes.
On
so specifically, if we follow the rule, it should be written down using an I as the subject. So like I will finally win Frida over.
Well, could be it if you're going to phrase it like that. I mean, it could more be about closure.
Yeah,
I will figure this out with Frida for once and for all.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know, but that's a big difference. So, which one do you like?
That's true. I think what he wants or needs is more like defining the actual relationship.
I will,
because he's sort of stuck in limbo as it is.
Yeah. I will settle this friend thing.
Yeah.
With Frida. Yeah, and in English we would say once and for all.
Yeah.
So hers. Her quest is to get. We're both all about this other person. We both seem to be like other person oriented in all this. So instead of to like find inner peace at last, which is clearly, an obvious possibility.
Yeah, and there are a bunch of examples here, and some of them are a bit vague. There's one that's like I would like to feel good about myself, or I want to be independent. So they obviously they don't have to be
highly
concrete,
directed toward another person.
Some of them are like I want to become a great guitarist is one of the examples here. So
I'm depressed listening to those because I know they're not going to happen in the session. I'm like, oh, come on, pick something else.
But
so
you can make progress toward it,
right? Well, I know, but still,
yeah. I want to make the world a better place. It's one of them.
I just wrote a role-playing game about that. We just play tested a role-playing game about doing exactly that.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's my job here. Making her quest. I was going to say to get her friend's music, produced. Yeah. But that's a little, again, I think I'm going to make this more selfish and internal. And it's going to be real bullshit.
Yeah.
To know inner peace. And what's kind of interesting is that as far as everyone else is concerned who knows her, she's closer to it than anyone they know.
Yeah.
Right, and
Right.
she's not
But
faking,
she's-
but she knows it's a long way away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
Nice,
She just knows it's a long
nice.
way away. Yeah.